set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
We got this.
So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. They're led out by a man raised in Alabama, went to Florida State. It's their quarterback, Jameis Winston.
No question at all about his talent, and that's been on display since his first game as a starter at Florida State. On a Monday night, the whole country watching, he only missed 2 passes in the entire game and led his team to a big victory and later a national championship as a freshman.
Ready? 125, 58, come on. 65, 65, 65. Where we go? 50 yards on the mic. Go, here we go.
They get just 2 out of it there, and it's second down. And one advantage for this offensive unit is the big target, Mike Evans.
Play to his strength, his size and catch radius. Throw it up there, let him go get it.
Ready? 280. 59. Man, that's trash. That's trash. Watch the safety creep. Here we go.
Andre Ellington, his first carry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Now it's Barber. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The starting 11 defensively for the Bears.
Ha-Ha Clinton-Dix attracted a lot of attention when he was about to enter the NFL for his ability to play the football in the air. He's actually shown that he can tackle pretty well in the league, too.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jonathan Bullard showing his strength and quickness there. A loss of 4. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. Working out of the gun, Winston. And he's got a man. It's the tight end, Howard, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 38-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Play action now. Winston. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. And that's the first connection, the number 1 overall pick in 2015, finding the number 7 pick in 2014 in Evans.
And what a great target Mike Evans is for Jameis Winston. Winston's a pretty accurate thrower, but that catch radius that Evans provides, that makes him that much more dangerous.
Barber on 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Barber. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, he'll have to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
Jameis to throw it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. The tight end Cameron Brate was the target, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football as they'll see what they can do on 3rd and goal. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. Jameis again. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay. After the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a nice job there on special teams as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. So here are the Bears banked up to start their initial drive. As we get a peek at the former number 2 overall pick, Mitchell Trubisky.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage. Our team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for 28 yards.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. Had a little arc on it. He's got to find a way to get his head around and make a play on the football.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. Well, they're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You know, you were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Good coverage that time by Sean Bunting. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Trubisky to throw again. Oh, the rookie nearly had the pick. Probably should have had it. 3rd down now. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying no more. We're taking a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now for the field goal try, here's Eddie Pinheiro. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. Levante David in on the tackle. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And coming up on their 2nd drive of the game, had the touchdown last time out. Now they have the football back. Chance to really seize early momentum.
Feels to me like they had a really excellent week of practice, that it all came together. But I'll bet you it got galvanized in the locker room in pregame. Somehow I think the head coach, his oratorical skills were on point.
Now Winston. And that's complete. It's Allington. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Winston leaves it with Barber on the draw. Give him 8 yards there. Still a few inches to go, though, as it'll be 3rd down and about the length of the football.
Watch the run. Watch twist.
They'll try and run here with Barber. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Let's go.
1st down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready. Black, what is that?
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Come on, fellas.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Winston connecting with Howard. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Throwing, Winston. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Winston from the gun on third down. It's hauled in by Ellington. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 24-yard line.
Good route, good pickup for first down yardage, and that is a tough one to cover, the angle route, because a running back getting out of the backfield, if you're trying to cover that, especially if you're in the linebacker spot and you're seeing this play develop, he heads out towards the flat first, and that often gets you to overcommit running in that direction. Then he cuts back up inside you into the middle of the field. That's what we just saw there for a nice pickup.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. They'll throw again. Winston. Over the middle to Evans. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Ready. Black 25. Right there. Go. Let him go. Go.
To the air again with Winston. And Winston lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Here's Winston. He hits his target, left side, Watson. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
And his kick is good, but flags come in. Looks like we're going to get a roughing call here on the follow-through.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So we come upon halftime with our score 14-0. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out.
45.
They go play action with Trubisky. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast and a big sack. On 3rd down, Trubisky. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with the tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Caught out left side by Robinson. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 28.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
They go play action. Trubisky. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on first down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. 7 yards on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he's got his man. That's Robinson. Touchdown, Bears. A 7-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the third quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And that one makes it 14-7. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Working out of the gun, Winston. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
You can't block me.
From the gun, Winston. And his pass incomplete. The intended receiver, Andre Ellington. That'll bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
We want it. Come to my work. 58, right over there, right over there. Yeah.
Jameis to throw it. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this third quarter. Jonathan Bullard able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Winston needing a big play after the sack as he leads the Bucs up on 3rd and long. the shotgun, it's Winston. Going deep this time for Miller. And this will be caught at the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Check.
Winston gives to Barber. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Come on now, let's go.
Probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
Winston. And he's got his tight end, Howard. It's a Buccaneer touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now in the ball game for Jameis Winston as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And he is a reliable target. They like to get him involved. They got him involved there for the score.
And they should. He's a very good player. Remember, they can use him in certain positions, so many different spots, and he usually comes through for them.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. And it ends with a touchdown for the Bucs. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. But now the Bears coming out as they get ready. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The surprise 2nd-round pick, Sean Bunting, there to get a hand in.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Again, it's Trubisky. Out left to Shaheen. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he's got Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Felt compelled to go for it there on fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a fourth down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Trubisky. Connecting with Burton here over the middle. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. This is caught, and he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Trubisky to throw again. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right. And if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
We got
So out come the Bucs now. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down.
Now Ellington lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. So now Trubisky and the Bears down 21-14, under 1:20 to go. The late fumble gives him unexpected new life as they come up first down. Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And Robinson with a big catch. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down.
All right, let's just put it on the table real quick here. This is 2-minute drill. You got to know they're looking for their number 1 receiver.
Yeah, you think they'd be ready for that? That time they weren't. Now it's Trubisky. And it's caught. It's a touchdown. So they rally here in the final minute, and they're an extra point away from tying this game.
And while it appears the heavy lifting was accomplished by scoring the touchdown, they're still down 1. That extra point is not a gimme.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. A drive there of just 4 plays. And the end result is a Bears touchdown. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Winston. Wide open receiver complete. Now Howard stripped. He lost the football. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. A carry for Barber. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground with Barber. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now the Buccaneer offense set to take over again. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So they come out throwing in the extra session and get a nice hookup right away.
Tells you a lot about what a coach feels about his team, doesn't it? That type of a play in overtime. So many people in this situation play not to lose instead of playing to win. That throw there tells you exactly what they're trying to get done.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Play fake. Winston. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Bucs passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. Two nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Winston connected with Howard and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. A first down throw for Winston. And Brate, the tight end's got it. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you up.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
This one no doubt important for Matt Gay. This to at least get him a lead here in overtime. And this won't make it. Off the crossbar and no good. And a big letdown there as this remains a tie game. Well, he had that one on target. That's half the battle. The other half of the battle, however, is distance.
And he nearly had that too. But it was the crossbar that said otherwise. And that'll deny him a shot at 3.
The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to him, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Yeah, part 1 is done, now part 2. First throw in overtime now for Trubisky. Completes it to the tight end, Burton. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
45 to Mike. 45 to Mike. Stay with your man. Alert.
Now it's Trubisky. And his throw here's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Here's Trubisky to throw. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a 1st down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmies and the Joes.
Get up. 180. Here we go. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right. Everyone's got 4.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. And this is incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Trubisky. This is Gabriel out on the left side. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 20-yard line. It's
got to the point when we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. So the OT clock hits 0, and we're still not done. We'll switch sides and need at least one more OT to decide it after this. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Check 93 for Mike. 93 for Mike.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, I'd go ahead and kick it right now. I know it's only 2nd down, but I kick it and give myself a little margin for error here.
Don't wait for 3rd. Have the extra down just in case.
If something goes wrong, messed up snap, anything like that, you fall on it, guess what?
And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. And with that, I'm off to the airport. Charles will be on I-4 back to Windermere as we say so long from Tampa.
Have a nice trip. I'll be home before you even take off.
Lucky.